What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we will be discussing what the heck is going on with the Pokemon anime and what direction it will be taking in the 9th generation of Pokemon. Before we begin, I feel like this is a little obvious, but we will kind of be covering some stuff that's going on in Pokemon Journeys, which is the current anime series running along right now. So if you're interested in watching that, or you're watching the English dub, and you're not caught up with where the anime is at in Japan, maybe click watch later on this video and come back to it, because we will be discussing spoiler territory. Now, without further ado, let's jump in. So, the anime is currently gearing up to have Ash compete in the Masters 8. It is the 8 strongest trainers in the entire world, and they consist of Ash himself is at number 8. We have Iris, who he traveled with in Unova, at number 7. Alon, who he lost to in the Kalos League Finals, at number 6. We have Diantha at number 5. Of course, she's the Kalos League champion. Lance is at number 4. He is, of course, the Kanto and Johto champion. Steven is at number 3. He, of course, is the Hoenn champion. Cynthia, the Sinnoh champion, is at number 2. And then at number 1, we have Leon, the Galar champion, who is also undefeated. He has never been defeated before, and he's kind of been Ash's goal from the very beginning. It has been to work his way to the top and defeat Leon. Now, the crazy thing is, if Ash defeats Leon, he's the strongest trainer in the world now. He is number 1 in the Pokemon World Championships. Let's say he doesn't defeat Leon. He'll likely battle Leon in the finals, so he'll prove himself to be the second strongest trainer in the world. Either way, they've put Ash in this position where he is super powerful. It feels a little weird to just kind of, in Gen 9, say, oh, he's going to go to this region, he's going to compete in the gyms, and he's going to try to win the Pokemon League there. That feels a little beneath him at this point, because he has, in fact, won a league now. He won the Alola League, and he has, in fact, worked his way through some of the strongest trainers in the world, and is currently in the top 8 of them. So, what are they going to do with him? And that's exactly what we're going to try to figure out today. So, the number 1 option is kind of the most obvious. They could just drop Ash, do something else. There's been a lot of theories about them dropping Ash. Some people have suggested that Go will take over as current companion. I personally don't think that, and the reason why I don't think that is because I think that Go is he's working towards this Project Mew thing. I think that'll be his closing, is he'll go off with Project Mew, and I don't see them really doing a series about Project Mew. Also, Go's partner Pokemon, his kind of mascot Pokemon, are his Cinderace, Inteleon, and Grookey, and so he's very Gen 8 centered, so he would feel a little weird being brought into Gen 9. Now, the more plausible of Ash's current companions that I think is Chloe. Chloe, of course, her partner Pokemon is an Eevee. She is an original design, just like Ash was. Well, he was slightly inspired by Red. He was an original design for the anime. And her Eevee is it's got a story to it. It doesn't know where it wants to go. It doesn't know if it wants to evolve or not. And so that could be something that they center around and have Chloe go to the Scarlet and Violet region, and maybe even her Eevee evolve into a brand new evolution that we currently do not know about for Eevee. Then, there is always the option that they do something else entirely. They end it here with Ash, Chloe, and Go, and they pick up in Generation 9 with a brand new cast of characters. Maybe it's the Scarlet and Violet protagonist. I know a lot of people really like Eeveelutions or Generations, which kind of were little shorts they did that focused on anime versions of the characters from the game. So it was an anime, a web anime, if you will, and it was focused on moments from the games. And so that was really neat, and a lot of people loved it. A lot of people really thought Origins was cool too, which of course was a short little 4-episode thing they did that focused on Red from the games and kind of his journey. So maybe they do a Scarlet and Violet protagonist, and kind of in a world where there's red and there's gold and silver, all of these being characters, not games, and it's set in the video game world that we see. Or they could just use the Scarlet and Violet protagonist or brand new protagonist altogether, keep it in the anime world, maybe have Ash pop in, on the occasional episode or so, or even just little Easter eggs to him or other characters, or maybe even have him come in but now serve as a Brock-like character where he's this supporting role that's kind of, yelling out in the middle of the guys' gym badges, wait, nope, use electric moves on a ground type, that's not going to work. Those kinds of things. Now, we're going to get into what I think is most likely. Personally, I think that Ash isn't going anywhere. Ash is beloved. Ash is, he's been around for, 25 years now, and it's just insane to think they'd suddenly let him go. I'm gonna be honest, I could totally see him either defeating Leon or losing to Leon, and then kind of being told, hey, you said you wanted to explore the world, because that's why he decided at the end of Sun and Moon was that he wanted to explore the world, hence Pokemon Journeys. Well, there's some parts of the world that even you haven't discovered. There's this place, called whatever the Scarlet and Violet region's name is, and there's a whole new world to live in, and there's more Pokemon to see, there's more challenges that await you there, and I think Ash could do that. Yeah, he's a strong trainer that is world class, but the fact is, he's going to reset his team. He's going to go in there with just his Pikachu and catch new Pokemon from the bottom up, catch the regional bird or the starter, maybe a Fuecoco or Quaxley or something, and he's going to work his way up. So it doesn't matter if he's the best trainer in the world. If he's just caught a brand new Fuecoco, he can't really be number one anymore. You know what I mean? He only would be with his older Pokemon. This Fuecoco would not be on Leon's level when he catches it. So I think it's very likely that they will keep him going, because that is the face of the anime, and I think that they could word it like that. And at the end of the day, there are some fans who will say, oh, that's lazy. Ash has won a league and he's become number one in the world. It's lazy to have him now all of a sudden be doing gyms again, or doing just regular region exploring again. But at the end of the day, I think that most people won't complain about it, because they'll be happy Ash is sticking around, and they'll be happy that we're back in the traditional journey formula, where he is traveling through a region, beating gyms like normal. We haven't seen that since X and Y. In Sun and Moon, it was more of a school setting, and he really only kind of loosely did trials. And then in Journeys, the Gen 9 anime, it's him just traveling the world. He's not doing anything with gyms. He's battled a few gym leaders, and he's really only battled 2 Galar gym leaders, B and Raihan. So, that they can get away with it, and at the end of the day, I do think most people will be happy about it. I also think, for what it's worth, maybe Chloe will come along with him, and her Eevee will evolve there. They've had Chloe in kind of a backseat role. She hasn't really been a main protagonist on the level of, say, Misty, May, Dawn, Serena, Iris. So maybe they've only kind of been teasing her up a little bit here for her to be a full-blown companion in Gen 9. I think that'd be really cool. I think it's a very interesting character, very cool design character. I think it's cool that it's the original design. So I think it'd be cool to stick around. Her Eevee story is very cool as well. And her story is very similar to her Eevee. She doesn't know what she wants to do when she's older. So I think that'd be very neat to explore as well. So I'd love to see it. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what you think will happen in the Gen 9 anime. Is Ash here to stay? Is he going? How are they going to work it out? And be sure to also like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I'm sure when we get official word on Gen 9, we will be talking about it on this channel. I know anime is a little new for us to get into, but we do talk about all things Pokemon here, so big things in the anime are included in that. Until next time, I will see all of you later.